Mean. So on either one of these things, turf toe or bunion, you do tie down the top and tie down the bottom. Okay, and then depending on what you want done, will determine what you do. Okay, so if it is a turf toe, all that you do is you run strips from here and down. Okay. Depends on the size of the toe. This toe is like grossly big. And so once you've done this, then you go ahead and tie down the top. And then you got this. And then once you've done that, that's a bad job. Once you've done that, then you go ahead and then make this determination on how tight you want this to be. You don't want it to be like this. So you leave it about there, and you're fine. And then on a bunion, and then you tie that down. And on a bunion, you just do the same thing, except you pull it this way. You pull it on the side. So bunion's this way, and turf toe's that way.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
You just lock it down?
Yeah, you just lock it down.
Cool.
So you got plantar fasciitis and stuff. So we're going to do a tie down here. And this tie down at the top will be determined by the human. So there's tie. Yeah, go back. And then this thing's big toe, little toe, little toe. So little toe, little toe. Remember this one? It's a lateral. It's a teardrop. And then this one. This is very helpful. Somebody has plantar fasciitis or something like that. It works really good. And you probably have to make sure they don't have any lotion on their toe. So then we start flaring out. See how it flares out? So we get the whole foot. So she's got a little foot, so you just do that. And then you do one at the top to cover it up. See how nothing goes over top? And then you start down here at the bottom and you start pulling out. And this right here on a real person, this is where you want to really do it. Make sense? Yep. And then you do the top. And on the top, all you do is just lay it down. I'll tape it and then I'll show you. So we just do this.
Oh, sorry. You're good.
Like this. All right. See?
You're
pulling them.
What was it called again?
Lodi or longitudinal. Oh, if you put it down here, it doesn't do anything. It's got to go right at the tendon.
Wow. Have fun taking that one off.
That's all you got to do.
That's it?
Wait, what?
That's all you got to do.
Let me try. Wait,
yeah, that's the one you want. That one. But the thing is, if you go down here on the tibia, it doesn't do anything.
What's that gonna look like?
See?
Can you show us again?
See, like if you go down like this, that's not right.
Need more tape.
And if you go up here like this, that's not right.
Yeah.
But if you get it right there in the middle,
Push
right
the
there,
back, huh?
that's it.
You're supposed to see a little lip. That's sweet.
All you do here, boom.
Oh, and the pinch.
These are the ones that you want, man. And then you do this, and then you just pitch it. And that's the volleyball thumb. That's all you gotta do.
What is that?
Prevents your thumb from going backwards. Like if you're setting.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah. It's a rock. Yeah. Over here, boy. This is a massive hand. So then you do over here. Is you got to go. You have to tie down both sides, right? This is when you think about whatever you're doing, you got to figure out how to stop it. So if it hurts her to go this way, this is flexion. So we'll put the X on top. Just right. Over here. And so we'll just tie down here. So we did like that. See how that works? So we do that part. And then once we do that, this will be determined by whatever she says. And then once I find whatever she wants to have it done, I'll take it here, pull that back. Over here, boy. There you go. That's a girl. And then at this point now, we just go ahead and start going through whatever it is to get it covered up. And you can like make creases and stuff. And that'll prevent it from going this way a little bit. Okay? And that's flexion, extension you put on the back side. Yeah, that's what lateral side. It'll say shin splits medial, shin splits lateral. So if it's on the medial side, you have to pull from lateral to medial. Everybody got that? So if it hurts on the medial side, you have to pull it back in medially, right? That's all you have to know. And if it says on lateral side, then you do the opposite. That's the only thing you have to know, but people mess up on that. So if they say it's pain on the lateral side, you're going to pull the lateral in. On the medial side, medial in. Got it? That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's still low C.
Yeah, you just make sure, and you just go, and don't go any higher than the base of the calf. So you come here to the base of the calf. Don't go way up in the calf. So I'd finish her right probably right back there. That's all you got to do. Maybe one more here. That's all you got to do. So don't go any higher than that, because the calf otherwise, well, yeah, I probably would have done that. Okay, so you're going to say, if I'm you, I'm going to say, what do you do? I'm going to say, I'm going to go make the phone call, come back and tell you I made the phone call, and then go out, meet the squad, and bring them down. That's all you got to say. Everybody got it? So if I'm the 911 guy, I'm going to go make the phone call, come back and tell you I made the phone call, then go out and meet the squad and bring them down. That's what it says. What do you do for 911? That's the answer. Okay? Yes? No? Okay. Explain history. That's history. You know, how it happened, when it happened, has ever happened before. Okay? But then on this one it says anterior drawer. You remember anterior drawer? This is where you look at the anatomical stuff box. It's right here. And then you put your hand on the Achilles like this, and you slide it forward. Okay? So my hands are going like this. They're not going like this or anything else, so I'm just going, put your hands like this and just try it on yourself. Just go, that's all you do. That's perfect. Got it? Go do it on something. Make sure. I want to see.
What was the name of that?
Anterior, check for bicep tendonitis. You know how to do that?
No.
Yes, you do. You just what you want to do. Just come in here like that and find the tendon.
Oh, yeah. And then
If that's what you want. That's an easy one. You just feel the bicep tendon. Understand? Say that's an easy. What are we doing? Everybody good? Okay. Check for all the fractures of the shoulder. Okay. Once again, you have humerus, clavicle, sternum, scapula.
Does your
Right?
funny bone feel funny?
So test those. Everybody got it? So make sure that you know, and we all know this, where they are, right? Subscapularis, teres major, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor. These are the internal rotators, and these are the external rotators. That's part of the question, right? And then you have to test them. So if your hands are like this, and she pushes in, that's what? And keep your arms tight. Subscapularis and teres major. See, you got to make sure your arms stay tight. And then when she pushes out is infraspinatus and teres minor. Keep your arms tight. And then it brings her arms up like this, turn them in like this. This is supraspinatus. This is why, like, if your partner is good, and I say test the supraspinatus, they go like this. And that's a winner. As compared to they go like this. Oh no, you're sure. Okay? Go ahead, do it. I want to see people because I don't want to see. Oh, for wrist, you can squeeze it. That's a radius and ulna, but you can also make a fist and you can tap. So that's also. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze it. But I'm also going to tap, okay? So because they're long bones, wrist. That's radius and ulna, okay? Also finger fractures. You just tap them.
Tap the finger.
Yeah. Got it? Okay. And HOPS. Remember what that stands for? What does it stand for? History, observation, palpation, special test. Okay.
Can we take pictures of those sticks?
Huh?
Can we take pictures of the sticks? So we can review it?
Special test?
Okay. Fractures. Let me use your leg. Does everybody get the wrist? Radius and ulna? And then also notice where's the navicular scaphoid? Remember that? Right there. Anatomical stuff box.
That's where my boyfriend is.
He probably fell backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Play basketball and fall backwards, break it. Okay. Fracture patella. This is Press it in your knee. Is all you do is tap it. So it's kind of weird because people with patella fracture, all you do is tap it. All you got to do is tap it. Okay? In the fibia, so the fibia is on the outside. Make sure you know where the fibula is. It's on the outside. It's a non-weight-bearing bone. Does everybody have that? You own that. And so if it's fractured, if they say it hurts here, I'm going to pinch here to try to elicit pain down here. If they say it hurts here, I'm going to squeeze here to try to elicit pain here. A tibia is a weight-bearing bone, so all I do is extend their leg and hit them on the heel. And that'll be the tibia. Okay? Yep? Yep. Good? Very good?
Yep.
Okay. Ankle, it says check for ankle, so hops. So all we're going to do for ankle is remember that all this stuff we check range of motion and strength and then special tests. So for an ankle, just go take your toes down and then back up. So that's range of motion. And then push up, push down. And the special test for the ankle is the anterior drawer. Okay? Got it? Mm-hmm. Yes. Four ligaments to the knee. You know how to do it? So, in note, we're going to be over here when we do these things. So, the taping will be done here, and the knee stuff will be done over here. So, say, for example, come here. Let's go over here. Just so you know how to do it over here. So, four ligaments. Remember that this is the medial, this is the lateral, right? And so, I want you to go. Can you pull this up a little bit? No, just pull it up. So, what I look for is the break point. This hand goes north of the break point. So if we're checking the MCL, we go north of the break point. Which what I don't want you to do is I don't want the leg to rotate at all. I just want you to come up here. So you're going to go 30 degrees, open. See how it rotate a little bit? Don't want that to happen. Open, shut, full extension, open, shut. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
And then if we do the lateral side, I'll do this one so you keep the same side. Just film it. It's the same idea. You go above the break point. You go 30 degrees, open, shut, open, shut. Okay. If I'm on a chair over here, and you can do it on a chair. So if I'm on a chair over here, all I got to do here is I can go here. So it's going to be your choice. Is open, shut, open, shut. And then for lateral, it's the same idea. You go north of the break point, open, shut, open, shut. What doesn't work is if you come here and you're doing this kind of a deal. You know, if you come here, I don't want that. We want to break it, remember? Okay? ACL, if we're here and I'm sitting down, all I'm doing is I'm pulling it anterior. But the foot has got to be stabilized. So we pull ACL, PCL, and then rotate the foot, and the same idea, ACL, PCL. Or you can have her lay down, So you can do either one. And all we're looking for is just to see this thing go forward and backwards. So I'm going to go ahead and sit on the foot. Okay? And see how we go forward? ACL and PCL. And it's not supposed to move. So don't try to make it move. It's not supposed to move. Everybody got that? Yeah. Yep. So remember, we're going to be over here when we do the McMurray. So stay here. This is the best way how to do it. We've done it all every place else. You put your hand either like this. So joint lines. So medial joint line, lateral joint line. Or you can reverse it however you want to do. So let's just go here. And we're going to go all the way to our can and then rotate it and back. See? So here, that's slow motion. Boom. See it here? Boom. And then boom. Okay? That's the McMurray. The McMurray is for meniscus. Okay? Go ahead and try those things. Tendinitis. So, okay, the things you look here is Osgood slider here, right? So Osgood sliders, if I say Osgood slider, you just have to point at it. Okay, that's all you got to do. Patella tendinitis, you touch here where the patella is, and she's got a little bit, and then just go back and forth. Okay? You don't move it back and forth. It's got to go on its own. Do you understand the difference? Then fat pad, I'm coming up here like this, and as I push up, I'm pushing the fat pad underneath her kneecap. Okay? Remember the pictures? There's fat right here, and as I push it up underneath. That's going to cause pain. And then the apprehension. Sorry, that's fine. So I'm going to come up here, have her relax. You with me? And then as I come up, see her kneecap stays right there, and then I'll have her flex, and then it goes underneath my hand. That's the test for condylomalacia patella, or CMP, or apprehension. It's got 3 names. CMP, which is condylomalacia patella, apprehension, what's the other one? What's it? Condylomalacia. Yeah.
Oh.
Apprehension,
It was like a 3-letter word.
CMP. Yeah. Okay? Do those. The impingement is this thing here where they go up here like this. Push your elbow down. Impingement. Remember, your hands are going to go like this. Impingement. Thoracic outlet. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and the last thing I got is gamekeepers. Gamekeepers. And then elbow. Remember the elbow. And they got to be sideways like she's got. So it's the same thing. You go north, open, shut, and then you switch, open, shut, okay? And soft to side, left, as you pull it down, right? And that's them.
What is the sulfur sign?
Sulfur sign, that's where,
Pull down?
so you got to get her to relax, and then she's going to go ahead and you slide her down.
Oh, okay.
But see, it's got to go straight
Is that
down.
for the elbow or is that for the shoulder?
Shoulder.
For the shoulder.
That's a,
When it pops?
that was
Yeah.
to go and take it in and out of place.
Yeah. Start first, right? You always do the good side first. Remember that. Always do the good side first because you have to have a baseline. Does everybody got that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do that for the
Yeah.
test. You want us to do both?
Well, it may say evaluate for the MCL. If it says evaluate the MCL, then do the good side first.
How do we know which side's bad?
Does that make sense? So if it says MCL, then say I'm going to check the good side first, and then do the bad side.
History observation. So you check LCS.
History, observation, palpate, special test.
First, and then you can.
Yeah, because a lot of these things, a lot of them say hops on them. Just have to say what history, observation, palpate, special test is. History, how it happened. Palpate means you feel for deformities, hot, cold. Observation, compare good to bad. You have a point with one finger where it hurts the most. And then special test is all the other junk we do.
So we have to say every time we read this.
No, it'll say. A lot of them say hops on them.
So if it says hop, we say history, observation.
Palpation.
What you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, so history is how?
Palpation, special test.
Not like this.
Do the elbow, do the elbow, do the elbow. What happened? That kind of stuff. Observation, that means they're going to compare good side to bad side and what happened, point to one side or the other side. Okay? Hops. Palpate, that's when you start to touch them. So let's find out first if they're fractured or not. So now we're going to check for fracture. So if I'm checking out on her elbow, I'm going to check her humerus, radius, and ulnar during the palpation part. S is special test. That's when we do the ligament stuff. Okay? That make sense?
Yeah.
For hops, do you want us to do all of that, or are we just explaining?
You can
what
explain it to
stands
me
for?
because it'll say hops, and you'll explain that what I just said, but then it'll say, like, it'll tell you to test something.
Okay.
History, how, when, and where. What did you happen? Observation, compare good side to bad side. That's where I wanted to point with one finger where it hurts the most. So, history, observation, palpates when they start to, you first touch them and you can feel sensations. And then that's when you check for fractures, whatever the fracture might be. And then special test is when you test for ligaments.